have you
impoverished New York City black kids and they don't say the N-word?
All right, we are live.
That was even worse than the last one.
That was way worse.
I'm ChadO. We got this guy, Zach Leboza and Connor Corsentino today. Check us out. We are ATX Company Review, and we are talking to Connor, man. We had a little delay there earlier. We had an issue, but it looks like we have it fixed back up. No, nobody's watching. So, yeah, Connor, you were telling us that you were about to go on tour. You're doing the Tight 20.
Yeah, that's right. It's Galen Ash's tour. I'm heading out with him. We're going like 5 different states. We're going to make a few pit stops on the way. But, yeah, dude, I'm super excited. First ever road trip for comedy. First ever tour, if you want to call it.
I mean, you moved to Austin. That counts as a bit of a road trip.
Yeah, but I didn't stop anywhere and do stand-up.
Yeah,
I didn't have anything booked. These are all, like, legit booked shows.
Is the recording working?
No, the streaming's the recording's fine, but the streaming is off. It seems like I don't know. It must be Facebook.
Let's
but yeah.
just record and
Yeah.
post
Anyways,
it.
yeah, we're not worried about it.
Yeah.
We're gonna get 100 comments. The fuck are you guys doing?
That's the only time they watch it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Anyways,
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah,
when does
excited.
it start?
isn't that a no? Is that a show? Damn, that's crazy.
I don't know.
It might be a comedy show.
Yeah.
It might
I'm
be.
sure there's something.
Yeah.
Yeah, somewhere it's got to be.
Well, like Owen wanted to make he's like, oh, my first special, I'm going to call it Is This Anything? I was like, there's a podcast, there's a book, there's like all this shit. Like,
You're
come
gonna
on,
get drowned out.
Yeah.
No, the first show's July 20th.
Okay.
And I want to say it's in Missouri, but I'm not. I don't. If you ask me,
It's
I'll do it.
somewhere.
Yeah.
It's
cool, though.
Missouri. I said East Coast earlier, but you end up in New York though, don't you, or some shit?
We're going to stop in New York and just hang out for a little while, but we don't have anything set up yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you driving everywhere? Or?
Yeah, we're driving everywhere. I'm driving everywhere.
Well, I'm
Oh,
driving
that's how you got the gig.
That's
huh?
how I
You got
got
the car.
gig. Yeah, I guess.
I hear about that happening a lot. If you have a
Yeah.
car, you're more likely to get gigs.
yeah. I mean, Galen's got a fucking car, too. It's a POS, but...
Exactly. He can't get around.
Yeah.
You
I
You
mean,
can't trust it across country.
if you want to be an
Right.
opener, get a dependable car.
Yeah, straight the fuck up. Comedy.
Well, it's also like, if I ever had to open, how many days are you gone?
That we have 5 booked shows, I believe.
Over like 10 days?
10 days.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would just rent one.
That's not a bad idea.
Because insurance is super cheap. It's,
Right.
You know, you're not putting mileage on your car. Who gives a fuck about it?
Yeah.
And if something goes down, you find a Hertz everywhere.
Everywhere,
And you're just like,
yeah.
switch it out. Yours isn't working.
That is true. That's not a bad idea.
Like
I'll
for
make
my-
Galen pay for it.
Yeah, for my bachelor party, I'm going to Minnesota, and I don't want to fly because I just fucking hate flying now. Mm-hmm. And I think I'm just gonna rent a car. I like Lauren. I have Lauren's car, but I was like, I'll just rent one and
Yeah.
put the miles on that and not care.
Right. That's the big thing. You put the wear and tear on the rental and not your car.
Yeah, it seems like flying would be easier on you though, because you can drink and do it.
I can do drink and drive, especially once you get up to the Midwest. Once I start hitting. I feel like Oklahoma, I'm not going to do it because if I get caught on an Indian reservation,
There's too many cops.
yeah.
I'm double fucked.
Oklahoma has just cops sitting there waiting for people.
Yeah.
It's stupid. But beyond that, maybe.
But like Southern Illinois to Chicago, yeah, that's a 5-hour drive. There aren't even cops there. They don't even exist. And then by the time you get near Chicago, you just pay them $20.
Dog, I'm going into Illinois now. I'm so afraid to drive.
Why?
Because you're going to be assholes like you drunk on the road.
Yeah.
Fuck.
No, you really got to worry about Michigan. If you hit Michigan, you're...
Really? I don't think we're going to Michigan.
Yeah, I think you're going through Indiana, through Ohio, stuff like
Yeah,
that.
we're
You
going to
should be fine.
Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
It'll be all right.
All right, well, cool, man. So anything happened this week? We saw the Kill Tony live inside.
Yeah,
That was kind of
this
cool.
is very weird because like last time we talked about the 10-year anniversary, and now we're like, oh, we also saw Sunday, which
Well,
was after
we saw
the
Monday.
podcast.
It saw
Or
Saturday,
Monday,
Saturday,
yeah.
Saturday and Monday.
Saturday
Yeah.
was the
Yeah.
10-year. And then
Yeah, Saturday was the 10-year, which we saw, which we talked about on Sunday. And
Well, I
then
guess we
saw
should talk
Monday.
about Sunday first in Isabella.
Well, I guess so.
Or I guess just comics in general.
Because we talked about our Saturday not showing up to the day,
Yeah.
To the 10-year.
to the 10-year. So yeah, she might as well talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So do you want to take it?
Sure, yeah. Fucking, she got on the mothership mic, Joe Rogan's club, for the open mic, and I guess you have to be there at 6:30 because she wasn't there at 6:30 and her name got crossed off. I don't remember who took it, but they knew each other, and the person who took it was like, nah, you could still have it.
Yeah.
But I don't know who in the club was like,
no?
No, you can't.
So the person was going to give it back to her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She
Shit.
they literally said, and Isabella was cool about it, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously,
I mean,
you're
what
gonna
can
be-
you do? You
She's
can't
Right.
missed two now. You
Yeah.
gotta start getting cool with it at some point. It's like Jack getting fired. You just gotta be heavy. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, she was bummed, and I think she told what she told me was like, paraphrasing obviously, but she was like, honestly, you could have it. It's, I guess it's my fault. It's not the end
But
of
also,
the world,
like,
but it
The
is
posting
bullshit.
of the list used to be 6:30.
Right.
So they without talking just started posting at 6:15 and then like expecting you there at 6:30. Also, why do you have to be there 40 minutes before the show starts?
To make sure everybody's there, so they can fill your spot if they need
But
to.
there's people right outside. Like,
Yeah.
there's no.
Yeah, I don't get it.
And also, do you think anyone in the mothership gives a fuck? Like, do you
Well,
think
that's just
any
it.
of the
Right.
audience cares if there's one less open
I think
micer?
they're seeing who's hungry, who's going to be there for their
Right.
shit.
But you know
it's
what?
all
Good.
every step of this is a test.
They're looking like
Yeah.
they're acting like coaches out there,
Yeah.
seeing how you shag balls at hitting practice.
Yeah, exactly. They're saying who's ready all the time. And if you're at Coyote Ugly all the time, you might not be on the list, you know. So it might
Shout
be a
out
thing.
Coyote.
Fuck yeah, bro.
Well, that's also like, if that's the thing too, that pisses me off because I like to walk over because I walk there. So it's 100 degrees out. I want to walk there in shorts and a t-shirt. And I have my
Yeah.
change of clothes in my bag. But if they're turning around and being like, Zach's not dressed for comedy.
Well, it's also like, dog, just standing out there in this heat, I'm sweating
It's
my
fucking
dick off,
shit,
dog.
yeah.
Like, it's ridiculous. I took my dog for a walk today, just a walk, and I came back, my shirt was drenched, dude. It's like,
Do you live in an apartment or a house?
I live in a house.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
So there's no reason to take it for a walk. You just did it.
What? No, dude. I got a Dalmatian. She's 2. If I don't take her out, she's
Yeah,
fucking...
Rambunctious.
Yeah, bro. She's crazy.
This little bitch kept on trying to go for walks, and I told her no more. And then now she just plays with a pillow in the morning, and now she's good.
How old is she?
We've had her for 2 years now. Yesterday was
Okay.
her got you day. Well, yeah, it was Father's Day, like when I got her or whatever.
Oh,
But,
nice.
I think she was 2 years before that or a year before that.
Oh,
So
she just got all those gray hairs now, huh?
she's just black and white. Yeah,
Got you. Same with my dog.
yeah, well, yeah, yeah. Except hers isn't in uniform. It's more
Yeah.
Yeah.
more random.
Oh, hell yeah.
Every time I see black dog, I had a joke I put on, I think, Instagram. It was like, why do black dogs all have that white
Oh,
stripe
dude, right here.
right there? And it's like to show they're white at heart.
Oh,
It's like,
Dude,
I haven't even finished the Fosters yet.
haven't
and
finished.
we're just shooting from the hip today.
dude, I had a-
That was pre-written.
Yeah,
yeah.
Wait till the improvising comes.
Yeah, I think it's really obnoxious.
No. I used to have a tiny all black dog, and it didn't have the.
It's probably going to hell.
I hope not.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like that that's what they're doing. I think it's kind of counterintuitive to his whole like thesis of like, I'm gonna be very pro comic, very pro young comic.
It is a little rough. I mean, I don't think Joe had anything
I
to do
know.
with it. You know, it could have just honestly, it could have just been a door guy that didn't like Sosa.
right.
You know what I mean? That could have been
Didn't
it.
like Jack.
Yeah, one of the two.
Yeah, I mean, I really see them pushing like a certain type of narrative. It might be that Cliff. Who was the guy who came over from the original manager?
Egan?
No.
Oh, I don't know.
The cowboy-looking guy.
Yeah.
Tall. Yeah. Anyways, it might be the way he runs shit, you know, because he used to run the comedy store.
You're right.
And yeah, he might just be like a hard ass.
Hardcore.
Well, it
Yeah.
could be too. Like back there, you have to get rid of like actors and stuff. So it's like we
Right.
don't want you fucking.
Well, here you have to get rid of the bums.
You're right.
So
That's true.
yeah, you got to weed through the bums and the homeless people. And
Some
then-
of them are comedians.
Yeah.
Well, that's just it. You know, how do you tell the difference between one who says they're a comedian and one who is a
Is,
comedian?
right.
You know,
Right.
like, you know who is, you know.
They bring up their Kill Tony show. They're like, I got on Kill Tony
Okay,
this one
yeah,
time.
look
You're
at
like, oh,
this.
you're definitely homeless.
Yeah, exactly. But
Anything else happened? Did you go to Date Show or Banana Phone or? You probably went to Banana Phone with
I
what's his
did,
face.
yeah, I did Sandjack with Swinehart, and then I did. We went to the Bucket One and the Banana Phone somewhat. But he wanted to go home because he's tired, so I had to miss out.
Fucking Swinehart.
He's a fucking old
Did you
man.
get on the
He's a-
sign-up list or not?
No, I didn't try because
Okay,
I knew he would do it.
There's something cool happened to me at Challenge Week, actually.
Challenge Week.
Mike.
We're on
Challenge
Sunday.
Mike
You can
this
wait.
week.
Yeah.
We're
to
still on
Tuesday.
Sunday. Is this how this fucking works?
Yeah. You're
don't
jumping
really
to
give a
Tuesday.
fuck,
We still
but-
got Monday.
We still got Monday.
Because we were inside of the,
Yeah.
you know.
We got all the inside scoop, which
Yeah.
apparently makes us gay. Which makes
Yeah,
us
He called people that have podcasts out about.
not necessarily anyone who like said what was going on with like Cam. He's like, I don't want the storyline getting out there. I was like, storyline? What the fuck are you talking about? Storyline?
What's the storyline? He got up
Just
once
like-
and did really good, and then
And now he's a regular. Yeah,
and
they're
he
like,
got, and I mean, he went back to the.
right.
He got spots at Mothership for that.
What they didn't want people to talk about was Uncle Laser coming this week and challenging.
And challenging.
That's the storyline that
He
they're
challenged.
really
Wait,
pushing.
what?
Well, it's a Han storyline. He's always up for his job now.
Yeah, Hans is now like competing for his opening spot
Yeah.
every
With
weekend.
Laser?
Well,
This week
that's
is with
this week.
Laser.
Yeah.
So
Oh, so
tomorrow's
it's
with
just-
Laser.
Yeah. So they won't know about that for 3-4 more weeks. So
Yeah.
whoever that one person is that's watching this delayed interview might
Oh,
know.
he's gone.
That should be an easy one for Hans, huh?
Right.
Unless all of Laser's groupies come out, I guess. But
Well,
then-
he's got a bunch more followers than Tony.
yeah, right.
No, but it was like, he did like a 2-minute speech. He's like, no one better be like, I already know people from the 10-year anniversary have already been online talking about Cam and talking about this. And I was like, who gives a shit?
Laser was saying that? Or
No,
Hans?
Tony.
Oh.
Because like people were talking about Cam being a regular now, and people talked about Hans having a fight for his spot.
I don't want anyone to talk about it. I'm the only one who could
Yeah.
talk about it.
He's like, it's a spoiler. I was
Yeah.
like, what the fuck? Okay,
Well,
who gives a shit?
this used to be the #1 live podcast in the world.
Yeah.
Right.
Now you're not live anymore. You're 3 weeks delayed. People are gonna talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, especially on Reddit and everything. So who gives a fuck?
Yeah. I don't think, yeah.
Then watch tomorrow my episode. I'm cut. Like fuck this guy.
Man.
Yeah, we just go to the alley like no.
No,
Now we're never getting on
Yeah.
Tony. Dog.
he just fucked our whole career for this.
You haven't been on either, huh, Connor?
Well, not since Austin.
Oh,
I got
shit.
Up, I
So-
got up pre-COVID.
This could be your week then, huh?
Oh, that's
You
right.
could have the luck.
You just jinxed me, dog.
We'll see.
Now we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But yeah, now no one was really that good this week, right?
No, but there were some boos. And
There were some boos. While you guys were inside watching,
Yeah.
I bought the live stream outside.
No. For
Oh, on this Monday there was more?
it was a rough week.
Yeah, Monday.
The
yeah.
like best was probably this chick, and she was like a year in, and she was fine, like not great, okay stage presence. It was just like she was like quirky, and he really liked that. He's like, I love your weirdness. So I
Did
was like,
anyone get Secret Show then?
she did, but
yeah, there
they
was
said
two.
no.
Yeah, there was
And
two
then-
because I kept on pointing over to you every
Yeah.
time. Yeah.
So she got it, and she's like, I'm gone. I was like, are you retarded? Like, just she's like, I gotta be back in like South Carolina.
You can't do it.
And then it was like some guy who's been on like 4 or 5 times that was like, okay. And he's like, you want? And he's like, I got no one. So like between the 10th anniversary and Monday, one person got Secret Show.
So they should have handed it out at
So
the anniversary.
Yeah, they didn't give anyone.
Hunter should have got that. That's rough.
you know who Dylan Rusucci is? Rusucci.
I know the name, but I can't put like a face.
He
to
hangs
the
out
name.
with Joven all the time. They hang out together. They're
Yeah.
like the two.
Okay.
Anyways, he got on, and he kept on, like Tony kept on like pushing him a little bit, the crowd kept on pushing him a little bit, pushing him a little bit, and eventually he turns on the crowd and goes, "Fuck you!" and the
Yeah.
whole crowd just turns on him. Like it was Tony's like, "You have no
It was
idea
a
how
fucking
hard I am
bloodbath.
right now." It was.
Yeah,
it was-
That's funny. That's so funny.
yeah.
No, there were a couple guys that went up that were just a fucking bloodbath. Like,
Yeah.
Tony was just like, you fucking
Ripping 'em.
suck.
Oh yeah. And
Was Dylan the one who...
Dylan was one of them. And then,
who was the one that was like, I can sing?
oh, I don't know, but who was the air mattress guy? What's his name?
His dad died. He's
his
Italian.
name? I know his
Isn't
name.
it Connor something?
Is it Connor? That's what I'm trying to say. It's
You're
not.
fucking us up. I just talked to him.
Dog, I don't even know. During Kill Tony, I was at
But
Shakespeare's watching the Heat game.
I'm worried because he's been doing the same joke since I got here.
Colin O'Meara.
Colin O'Meara. Oh,
But
yeah.
his dad dying jokes are so good, and he just didn't do them.
He did-
Instead, he was like, "Oh, I'll talk about fucking on an air mattress."
Which is the same jokes he's done forever
Yeah.
that everybody's ever seen. It's
Yeah.
just, but anyways.
No, I think the weirdest part about him was like he kept on like playing with his nose. He kept being like this, and we're like, "Colin, the fuck are you doing? Stop touching your fucking face." And then at some point in the interview, Tony's like, "The fuck is wrong with your nose?" I was like, "Yeah, dude, what is going on, bro?"
But Tony, and both the guest, Ali, both did better air mattress stories.
Yeah.
And that
hurts.
Yeah.
That fucking hurts.
Yeah. It was a rough one.
Someone, Tony, I think I talked to someone that day that got up. They said they didn't do that well, and then Tony made them do like another joke or like finish their joke or something. Did that happen?
Yeah, this week?
Yeah.
Someone
Monday?
did. Or someone, they were like, "Can I finish my joke?" And Tony was like, "No."
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know which one's worse,
Yeah.
to be honest.
No, there was like one guy that was like, I got another joke. And he was like, "No, you don't. You didn't have one so
that's
far."
not how this works.
Yeah,
That was Saturday, though, right?
no, that was...
That was a Monday?
No,
Yeah.
that wasn't on Saturday.
Okay. Oh, damn.
No, there was someone that was like similar
They
Saturday.
blended together.
Yeah.
Man, I dropped my fucking beer on fucking a Monday. Like, it splashed up. You know how we're on the rail?
Oh, yeah.
And all the people below us, it just, because I grabbed it and it went straight up and it went like all over the people. I was like, it's a 4D experience. That was fucking embarrassing. I was sitting between two bookers too. Yeah, and then one of them went to go get napkins for me. Like I'm a fucking child. It was,
That's rough.
Can't wait to have you on my stage.
yeah, it was a rough one. But anyways, that was my Monday night.
So how was Bucket and Banana Phone? Was just whatever?
Yeah, it was just whatever. There was nothing that really stood out. But Tuesday I did Challenge Mike. I had a really good set. Let me tell you all
go
about it.
Roscoe's?
Then I was fucking no.
Wait, did you hit Roscoe's on Tuesday?
No, I did not. No,
Okay.
no. Did you?
No, because I went to go and Lauren took the car to work, which is a quarter of a mile away.
Don't you work there? Right next to Roscoe's?
Yeah, but it's like a 1.5 mile walk.
Yeah, but don't you walk to
Yeah,
work
but I
every day?
wasn't.
Can't you have a fucking scooter like an adult?
No.
Yeah, there you go.
Adult scooter.
Yeah.
So like I went out to the car and I was like, fuck this bitch. I went back in my house. I was like, you took the car? And she's like, yeah, it was hot out. I didn't want to walk a quarter of a mile. I was like, I don't want to walk 1.5 miles. So I was just like, fuck it. I'm not running there in this heat just to sign up for a bucket that I probably won't get pulled on.
Oh, yeah, and then be hanging out.
Yeah. So instead I got drunk, did my podcast, and filmed a sketch.
What's your podcast,
It's
Zach?
bad. Don't worry about it.
We need to know.
You don't need to know.
We need to.
You just dropped
How
it.
is Challenge Mike? It's not.
So, yeah, how was Challenge Mike?
The Challenge Mike was dope.
He got set up for a bit he already had, and everybody
I-
thought it was original is what happened.
Yeah, it did happen. 100% did happen. Well, so what happened is I pulled what is your parents' most controversial thought, and I was like, my mom thinks weed is a drug.
Oh, and then you did.
Well, I finished with the rehab thing, but I really tried not to.
Right.
You know what I mean? I was talking about that shit and just like stupid shit here and there, and then I kind of like slowed down, and I was like, fuck, all right.
I'm just going to go with it.
No, not at all. Maggie, the host, Maggie Mayfield, looked up at me and she was like, did your mom ever catch you smoking weed? And I was like, fine. My mom sent me to rehab for weed when I was 17 years old. And
You
I just
sound like
kinda
Bert Kreischer. When I was 18, I fell in with the
Right, yeah, right. So I did that bit, and Maggie and this other guy next to him, Steven Espinoza, thought it was on the spot.
Yeah.
And it wasn't, which, you know, Maggie was like, this is
That's how good his bits are. They sound improvised. They're so put
Well,
together.
so-
It sounds like it's in the moment.
Well, so,
805, baby.
well, so 805. No, so Maggie got on the stage and she was like, that's what Challenge Mike's about. So he just got a bit out of that. And I was like, no, that was already a bit. And then, I was like, that was a bit. The first half wasn't. I really didn't want to do it, but I fucking did it. And she was like, oh, fuck yeah, that was good. I was like,
You
should
just
do
roll with
that.
it. You say, yes, I just got a bit out of that. I've been doing it for years.
I've been doing it for like 2-3 years. But then,
That's
yeah, it is.
That's how yours
Multiple
work.
sport.
But then the next day, that Steven Espinoza guy hit me up on Instagram and gave me a guest spot on his show on the 28th at Old Town or Cooper's Old Town Barbecue.
Nice.
Right, that's exciting.
Wait,
Yeah.
I got a spot out of it.
Cooper's?
I've never been there, Doug. I don't know what it looks
This
like.
is like, I don't know where they're. Oh, maybe in the back outside. I don't know. That's a wild. It's a wild.
You
location.
got a spot.
It's on Congress.
Okay, well, I got a spot out of fucking
fuck it,
challenge,
take
Mike.
it.
I'm pumped.
That's good.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
be-
part
be-
of his tour or something.
Before I go up there, you know that quarter machine that,
Yeah.
that I
Oh,
always played?
that's right.
It just goes, it just goes off, and you see Doug running across the
Yeah.
room with his
Doug-
tail between his
Doug-
legs.
Doug
He just-
spent $5 on the quarter machine because there was like a $20 bill in the corner and
was a
like a
10.
roll of 10. Yeah, there you go. And right before he went up, he started shaking his eyes. And so the fucking alarm went off right at the beginning of his set. And that fucking asshole came and sat right next to me, and I was like, "Hey,
like,
fool,
what
shut
happened?
up, dude. We're two bald guys. Get the fuck out of here."
They're gonna think you're part of a gang shaking down the quarters.
Oh man, I put $1 in. I don't win anything.
Doug's one of, like, I hate awkward moments, and Doug makes a lot of them. Like, he got mad at me because he wanted to talk to the trans person, and like was like talking shit basically about trans people. And I was like, I think it's hilarious, and I probably agree with most of what you're saying, but also I don't want to be there. I don't want to be. And he's like, why'd you walk away? I did it all for you. I was like,
I did it for you. I did it all for you. He stopped murdering people for me now.
Yeah.
Hey there, Zach. I'm gonna be transphobic for you.
I hear John Mayer working on it now.
Yeah.
I said challenge, Mike. Did either of you do pub or?
I did it. Did you do pub?
No. I have the wife and my son with me, so I just went on.
I did.
Home.
I did pub. Theo and I did pub. He was 2 or I was 3, some shit like that. I didn't stay for very long, but pub was good, bro. Pub was good.
Popping.
Pub was popping, dog.
They have like one hot bartender, right? I mean, I've only been there like once, so
Yeah,
that's like,
she's
you're kind of
pregnant. She's
cute.
pregnant right now.
God,
I know, dude.
bitch.
Chances just down the drain.
Well, it's not mine.
She'll be a little soon. So.
Did you do Access on Monday also? Were you there?
I think no, I skipped Access this week.
I was there this Monday. It was not great, but anyways, that's pretty much all I did. Did you do anything Wednesday?
Wednesday, I went to Globe Life for a Angels game.
Oh, okay. That's not comedy.
That's not comedy.
That's not comedy.
But I went with Galen Nash and Rafa.
So
this is how you're getting
comedians.
you keep going to baseball games with this guy. And why do comics like baseball so much?
because they like sitting around
It's
waiting
similar,
for
just sitting. Yeah,
yeah. Wait, it's like waiting for your time.
You drink beer. It was $1 hot dog night. I had
I like
5
that.
hot dogs. Yeah, dude, come on. We got shitty seats.
It was
up
$1 hot
top.
dog night and $50 beer night. I had 5 hot dogs and 1 beer.
Nah, dog. Well, no, so we got shitty seats at the top, and in the third inning, you just go by, and then we're on the first base line. But funny enough, dude, Galen and Rafa both bought hard alcohol. But we stopped at a liquor store, and
Yeah.
they snuck it into the game. And Galen got like a little pint of Jim Beam. And when we were walking out of the stadium, he was holding it in his hand and his beer. And I remember him saying like, oh, we could just walk out with beer in the stadium. So we like had it out. And then a security guard stopped him, grabbed the bottle of Jim Beam, and then he wouldn't let go. And he was like, give me the bottle. But he said he thought they were going for the beer, but they didn't care about the beer.
Yeah, because he bought it in the stadium.
Right. Well, she's like, you bought that here. You can't go out with it. And he's like, you guys don't sell pints of fucking Jim Beam at Globe Life. And she's like, I think we do.
No, you don't. You dumb bitch.
They're still holding on to it, and she brings him back in the stadium. And me and Rafa are just like, God fucking damn it. And so we just smoke a spliff outside the stadium, and I guess Galen's in there, and she's like, I have to take you to my supervisor, and and she like points to like this fat lady, and Galen goes, don't take me to her, she looks like a fucking bitch. Right in front of the supervisor. So the supervisor takes the pint, and she's like, you can't have that. And Galen looks at her and he goes, see, I told you she was a fat bitch.
Well, also, it's like, what are you the super? I'm an adult. I just walk out.
Right,
Just
just
keep
walk
walking.
out. That's what I told him. Or just it was an old lady who grabbed it. Like he could have
It's not a cop.
Yeah, who cares?
Oh man, not to jump on your story,
you're good.
but I had a stupid supervisor yesterday. I was doing Uber Eats.
Yeah.
And the person puts the room number. It's at the Marriott, 236, whatever. And I go walking in, and somebody's like, "Hey, where you
Yeah,
going?"
that you can't go.
Yeah.
Well, you need a card to get in the elevator.
Oh, is that what it is?
So the elevators,
Oh,
you can't get to
yeah.
236.
So the chicks, anyways, I was like, okay, fine, I'll leave it here. That's a stupid fucking rule or whatever. And then I cussed at her a few times. And he goes, I'll leave it there. And now the chick's calling me. Go, where's my shit? I'm like, it's down. She was supposed to call you. First off, the manager told me she was going to call you. I texted you, told you it was downstairs. Now she's calling me. I'm almost lost a $5 tip because this stupid. I was like,
well, it's like Marriott too, because of how high-end it is. They should know, like, Uber Eats and DoorDash isn't new. You should have someone whose job it is to run it up.
Well, it should just be like food, like whoever does
well,
the
no,
food
like,
service or whatever.
So you would take it to like the front desk
No,
area,
yeah.
there'd
Or
be
just
a guy.
walk me over and push the key.
This guy
That's what I'm
goes
saying.
is from the basement. So if you just have an area where you have it, like, if you ever pick up from like Chipotle, if you order online, they have like named like from M to P, and you know,
Right.
And then so you could just put it up there and have someone run it.
If I'm staying in the Marriott, I don't want to go down to the front fucking desk and get my shit. I want it left at my fucking
That's what I'm saying.
door.
Is that Marriott should have someone whose job it is.
Or just let me in with the goddamn key, walk me over to the elevator. I'm going to 236. There you go.
Right.
Boom. I'm going up there. I'll be right back down.
Just make
But
the fucking
it's less
bellboy
work for
do
you
it.
to hire one more guy, $20 an hour. The Marriott has the money. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, but still, just walk me over there. Just let me in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy that so many of those hotels now you have to scan the card and then
Yeah.
hit your number. It's insane.
Yeah. Especially because they
Well,
never
that's how
work.
shitty America's got.
Well, it's wild, dog. I mean, the doors have locks on them, right?
Yeah.
You know?
But like I used to like even like when I went to Vegas and something, you hit up some chick on Tinder and be like, yeah, I'll come right over. And then it's like, or like you'd be like, come over and it wasn't like this big ordeal. They would just show up to your fucking door.
Right.
And you'd be like, ah, that's pork. And then it's
Well,
like, but now it's
does
like,
Vegas have the?
yeah,
They
a lot
do
of them
now.
do. It depends on like which one, like Flamingo I'm sure doesn't still because they're the end of the strip.
Yeah, right.
That's where I
Flamingo's got
always
a good
stay.
buffet, dude.
I-
I'll only stay at $19.99 and below. So I don't. Yeah.
I know, yeah, dude. I normally just get an Airbnb when I go to Vegas, just like right off the strip,
Yeah.
or in Old Town. I love fucking
Old
Fremont
Town, yeah.
Street, dude.
There's no resort fees when you do it that way. But there's no resort fees when you do the Airbnb. There's
Yeah.
resort fees
Well,
on
then,
all the
well, then
hotels.
it's nice.
Well, most
too,
of them
'cause-
you can get around.
Well, it's not. I mean, the casinos are dope. Don't get me wrong, and it's cool to stay in the casino.
Yeah.
But when you have an Airbnb or a Verbo or whatever, you got your own room.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have to fucking.
Well, it's
front your
also like the
friends.
casino. It's like tough to like get
It's expensive,
to. Well, it's
too.
like tough to get to your room because you have
It's
to
a-
walk through
it's
the
a
casino.
maze,
You have to
dude.
walk through the
Yeah.
because they make you pass all the shops, make you pass all the food
Right.
places, make you pass the casino. Like so, you get to the front door and you're like, oh, finally. But it's not like a normal hotel where you
Right.
just jump in the elevator.
Dude,
it's like
the,
another 5-minute walk.
The first time I saw tits in real life, I was walking to my hotel room in Vegas when I was like 10. I was there for my brother's basketball tournament or some shit, and some dude had a prostitute and her fucking tit was out, and I was like, that's a nipple.
Dude, I went. So my boy was in town this week, and I had to like pick him up at like 9 a.m. from his hotel. Like there was like some drunk ass bachelorette party girl returning from some dude's house and just tit out. I was like, nice,
Nice. Yeah, dude. Shout out to the Luxor, dog.
Luxor's tight. Luxor's awesome.
Luxor's dope. Yeah, it is.
Dude, I won
Or
so
actually,
much money
it wasn't the
playing,
Luxor. It was the Excalibur, dog.
Excalibur's
I was on
not
that
bad.
King Arthur shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Luxor, a guy was like banned from the casino floor for some reason, so he was drinking at the bar, and then we gambled playing. They have like giant Foursquare and shit,
Yeah.
or Connect Four and shit, like in the back of the creek. And he's like, let's play. And I was like, all right. He's like, $40. I was like, sure, bro. Like,
Right.
and I beat him like twice, and he's throwing a fit. And the same guy that kicked him out of the casino came over and was like, you gotta get all the way out now. You're just a fucking degenerate piece of
Yeah.
shit. Because I guess he like yelled at a blackjack dealer or something.
Imagine getting kicked out in Vegas.
Yeah, you have to be such a fucking loser.
Or the biggest
Or
winner,
poor.
I guess. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
the
being a
biggest
big
winner,
winner
they'll
is
keep
good.
you.
Yeah.
They'll be like, hey, stay.
No, they'll kick you
No,
out
because
if you win too much.
Oh yeah,
Dana
well
White's
it's
kicked out.
yeah, but he was
Yeah.
blackjack, right?
I think so.
Yeah,
It was like millions of dollars, but yeah.
yeah.
But still, I would love to be. I would love to be kicked out for winning millions of
Yeah.
dollars.
Yeah, for sure.
But do they keep your money at the end? Like,
No,
No,
you get
there's
it.
no way.
yeah, like this is no good.
It's just like especially blackjack because you can card count. It's like frowned upon, but
Well,
it's
that's
like,
illegal, right?
no, it's not
Yeah.
legal. It's just
How
like, they'll
'cause
stop you.
you
That's
can't
just-
prove it. You can't
Yeah,
prove
it's-
card counting.
Yeah, they just fucking.
So like once you win
Fuck you
X
up and
amount,
shit.
they'll be like, you're done.
Once you start beating a certain amount of odds, then
Yeah.
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 Well, anyways,
I'm way
But that's
too dumb.
blackjack for you.
Yeah, I'm way too dumb to count cards, bro.
So Wednesday, what did you guys do?
I did not do anything on Wednesday. I didn't do any mics. I was a bad comic.
Bad little
this
boy.
week.
That
Yeah.
was Globe Life.
Globe Life?
for
Yeah.
me.
I did
What'd you
10
do?
minutes at a concrete convention.
At a concrete
So
convention.
my boy who was in town for a concrete convention. He's like 2 months away from being a doctor in concrete.
Okay. You got your doctorate.
Wait. How do you get a
Concrete, dog.
He's
doctor?
a concrete engineer. So like it's stuff like
Does it make you call him doctor?
Yeah.
no. Well, he's like
He should. I
well,
would.
his name is Dan King. So
Like Dr. Dre is like a doctor.
Dog.
Yeah.
Dog, I used to work with those guys when I do pools in California.
Yeah.
They're like project engineers and shit.
Well,
dude,
they're hired. They're the guys that talk to the project engineers.
Okay, so I would work with the
Well, like to bring him in, you have to be like making a highway or
right.
you know, a 20-story building.
No,
or
I'd work.
something.
I'd work with the deputy inspectors.
Yeah.
That's who I'd work with, bro. And they were all, dude. I worked with this one dude. He's a big Mexican fool. All he would talk about was concrete, dog. He would drive me insane. We'd be fucking shotcreting a pool for like 8 hours, and this fool would be like, "Oh yeah, back in my day, I used to run a truck, and we did this and that with concrete."
Sounds like Hank Garza stand up.
Dog, I would sit there and just be like, I don't give a fuck
give a
about
shit,
concrete, dog. The only other thing he'd ever talk about was guns. So it was guns or concrete. I'm like, obviously, we're choosing guns.
Guns, yeah.
Yeah.
No, like the building across from me is could be like 40 stories. He's like, that's not a big enough project that they call
Oh,
me
wow.
in on. He's like, I did. He's like, think like he's gonna be like one of the top 1,000 experts in the world on concrete when it's so like for like giant like Manhattan skyscrapers, you have to pour when it's like where the sun is, where
Yeah.
all this. So it's like just so it
if it
settles
rains,
correctly.
you're done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just, but yeah, he was like, we were talking about it. I was like, I'll come do 10 minutes. He's like, I don't give a fuck. If you want to do 10 minutes after my speech, go for it. Like,
10 minutes for the concrete
He's like,
people.
just like, you're going to bomb, which I did. Like, because they're all there doing like math stuff. And then I come on and he's like, as you're bombing, just like talk shit about asphalt people. Because we
Yeah.
fucking hate them.
That's funny.
And there were like 3 in the room being like, we're not that bad. And I was like, I hear you can barely pass algebra. And they're like, shut up. Because like asphalt's just like a top layer. So it doesn't, you don't really need an expert for it.
No, those are those assholes at fucking 1 o'clock in the morning
Yeah.
when all the lanes are closed.
So I did that, and that was an experience. I'd
Yeah.
say.
Did you get paid for it?
Yeah, not like people just tip me after.
Oh.
I got like $50-$60.
They tipped you?
Yeah.
That's one of the most you,
my
that's
buddy
not the most you
could've.
got paid in comedy, though?
No.
It's $50-$60 here?
No.
Here in
Oh, in Austin, yeah.
What's the most you've been paid for comedy?
I got a couple hundred. I did a corporate gig.
Couple hundred.
Yeah, for my brother.
That's dope. What about you, Chad?
Actually, I emceed a comedy show I got like $2,500 for.
That's not bad.
Damn.
But that was before I was a comic.
That's still wild.
Yeah.
But I also let's see. I also used to do the classes, the campus classes, and that was all jokes and talking about
Right.
weed, which is pretty much my stand up now.
Right.
And people pay me $299 a class for that,
That's dope.
$300 a class.
Damn.
So
Christ.
once I started calling myself a comedian, they stopped paying me.
Chris DiStefano, I guess, like his second year in comedy, got like a shoe commercial with like Carmelo Anthony and JB Smoove, and he was like, I made $100,000 off like a shoe commercial, and I was like, it also got you such huge pop that you got like not Man Laws, but like Man Rules or whatever on MTV.
The Bro Code or
Bro
whatever.
Code, yeah.
That was Schultz too.
Yeah.
Schultz.
Schultz, him, like a bunch of those New York guys were on it, and it's like, yeah, that's cool. Cool. I'm so happy for you when you're $100,000 for doing under 2
right.
years of comedy.
Damn, bro, I hate when you hear shit like
Yeah.
that. I really do. I mean,
Well, like
good for
even
you,
Cam,
but fuck.
I'm very happy for him, and like I'm like that's fucking awesome. But at the same time, I'm like fucking 2 years in, motherfucker.
I know. I know that hurts, but at least Cam's like a super
Yeah,
cool
he's super
dude.
nice, super cool.
Yeah, I love Cam.
He's not one of the assholes getting a leg up and being like, "Fuck you."
Nah, he's
Well,
still,
do you think that might be why he got a leg up? Because he's like, hey to everybody, he's like nice to everybody,
I mean,
walks
it
in.
could be. Yeah, he's super sociable.
'Cause
But he's also very funny, and he's very unique.
Most people in this town are like, hey, I don't like that guy, fuck that person, whatever. And
Well,
You
it's
mean
like, dude, you'll
coming
meet-
from you, Mr. List.
I'm just saying,
Well, it's
most
like-
people are like
there's
that
a,
here.
There's a lot of people too that are like you'll meet them around and then you'll see them
Yeah.
and they'll just kind of give you the cold shoulder. That
Right.
happens a lot too. I feel, and it's like
Yeah.
we're all in the same place.
Well,
at
like
the
I
same
feel
time.
bad for like Owen, like because he has friends from Boston that do that too.
Yeah,
it's like,
dude,
yo, you were here 6 months longer than me.
I saw Owen get brushed off cold shoulder real hard.
I talked to him about it after. I talked to Jesse about it.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, he didn't see him. He was in the
No,
zone.
but I saw it happen to him the next day.
With
too.
Jesse again?
No, with
Okay,
someone
oh,
else.
shit.
And I was walking with him, and
He's
I
just
looked at
used to
him,
it.
and I was just like, "Damn, man, 0 for 2."
Jesus. But he takes that shit personal. He's like I saw it happen to him. He was like, "Fucking asshole, fucking."
He took the Jesse thing fine.
Well, I think we were there talking about it.
We were kind of roasting him.
Yeah. So, but I did talk to Jesse afterwards because what happened was Jesse came out of the bathroom. We're all sitting there in Jackrabbit or whatever that was. Jackalope, yeah. And he comes walking by, and Owen's like, "Hey!" And Jesse like had to have seen them like in the peripheral.
Like Zach Owen was like, "Hey man," like over the table. You know?
I mean, he's apparently doing really good in Dublin. He got off like a ton of gigs. After
I've seen that. Yeah, no, it's awesome.
Well, it's funny too. Like randomly, one of my other boys was out there, so I was like, "Go watch him Sunday." He's like, "Okay."
That's funny.
Okay. That shit always happens to me. I'm like, "What are the odds?"
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. And it's just like, yeah.
Is he staying out there longer than he's supposed to, or is he?
No, he's staying like his time.
Okay.
It's like, just move. They treat their comics really well out there. Like they give them like TV shows immediately.
Oh yeah.
If you're like somewhat decent, you go on because they're like they don't have news because nothing happens. So and like think about it, like England and Ireland, they're not since they stopped blowing up each other's cars. Who gives a fuck?
Right.
And like they're not doing anything, and like they basically live in a socialist country, so like they don't want to talk about any drama going on, like crime, to like brush it under the rug. So they have like how we have like Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune. They have like 10 of those shows, but it's only comics are on them.
Huh. So you get a TV deal going out there, huh?
Yeah. So like there are comics that like how like Mark Norman does like 4 podcasts. There are comics that do like 4 or 5 TV shows.
Damn, bro.
And they're all like game show types, but like there's not you don't win anything.
So what you're
it's
saying
just
is
for
I
fun.
should take my grandmother's last name, become
just jump
Connor
over.
Burke,
Yeah.
and just fucking
jump the pond.
Yeah, dude.
Or just go out there and find you
Find myself a
a
pot of
decent
gold.
redheaded bitch, and you know,
True.
Or her.
True.
yeah.
That's a pot of gold.
Yeah.
Don't say that. They won't like that. So Wednesday was pretty slow. Thursday, what did you guys hit?
I didn't get anything.
Y'all gonna hate me. It was this kid I work with. It was his 21st birthday, so I just got him fucked up. I
like that.
Yeah, well, yeah, but comedy wise.
Yeah, no, I've just been working on. I wrote from home a lot this week, and
Nice.
yeah.
Nice, dude.
I mean, that's still good. That's still something. Like doing sketches, doing podcasts.
I
It's still
booked-
something. It's
I
not
booked
nothing.
that tour Thursday though. So.
Oh, you booked that Thursday?
Yeah, I booked that tour. And Galen, bro, I love Galen, but this motherfucker made me send him a film. I'm like,
What a cunt.
I'm like, dog, I've been on shows with you.
Right.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Well, it's like Bags was asking Owen to send him a film. And it's like, dude, like he's known. He's known to be good.
Right. I mean, I still did it because he was
Yeah.
like, you know.
I mean,
I wanted the
who
two.
knows? You might cut it up and use it for promo shit.
No,
You know.
for sure. I mean, I already had it all set up anyways,
Yeah.
but
It's not a huge ask. Being like, oh, all right.
it's not. It's not,
because
but it's like, hey, dog, I just went to Globe Live with you last
Yeah.
night.
did you have fun or not? Well, because that's so much of it too. And like Roscoe's told me this. They're like, yeah, we like if you're hilarious, but like if you're easy to work with, that counts
Right.
for a lot.
And if
So,
you're
like,
a good hang, bro,
yeah.
that's like what it is.
Did you drive to the baseball game? You did, huh?
I did. I would, but
AC was
here's the deal.
blasted.
Yeah,
Here's
that's
the
what it
deal.
was.
No, here's the deal.
Yeah.
Here's the,
And he's like, ooh,
Galen-
this is
Galen-
kind of nice. I can sleep over.
Nah,
in
Galen
this.
was like, Galen bought all the tickets, and he was like, if you drive, I won't make you pay for your ticket. So I was like, fuck it, I'll drive.
That's a true headliner.
Yeah.
Yeah. You drive. I'll get you on the show.
Well,
and I'll buy your food.
He was planning to drive, but he's like, I want to get blacked out. And I was like, yeah, whatever, dog.
Yeah, I'm just kidding. That's cool though. What kind of deal did you guys work out for the show? Do you get like a per diem or anything?
Yeah, so I'm getting $100 per show, and then we're splitting the tip jars 50-50.
Nice.
Is there?
Yeah.
It's just tips. There's no ticket sales.
I didn't ask her. It was like $100, and I'm hitting the road. I'm down for it.
Yeah.
And all our hotels and everything are paid for.
Who's paid for the gas?
probably me, but we'll see what happens. I'm sure. I mean, Galen's pretty generous. He'll probably be pretty 50-50.
I mean, it's still good for the resume, regardless.
Yeah, and it's a fucking my
Well,
first
it's like
tour. I'm stoked.
My Roscoe show, I lost like $300. Who
That's
gives a
so
fuck?
crazy.
Right.
Yeah, there's so many that's happening to like. Well, Alden lost money in his Roscoe shows, but he just got back from Ohio today.
Yeah.
And he did Brian's shows up there in Ohio. Basically paid for his plane ticket. He had to sleep at Brian's floor, and
Well,
it's just.
I mean, you'll hear like a lot of like of the more successful comedians like Rogan or Segura or all those guys talk about like their first road trips or going on the road trip early. They always say they lost money. That's just kind of the name of the game until you fucking make it. You know,
people learn from mistakes and they don't do it that way anymore. But comics don't do that. They don't learn from those mistakes. Like, I guess that's just how it's done.
Right.
I guess.
Most people go, hey, maybe I shouldn't lose money.
Yeah, dude,
I'm gonna try it a little differently
Well,
for me.
Dude,
But it's like
comedians and fraternities being like, oh, maybe we shouldn't make them drink till they die every year.
Maybe we can change things up where people do start making money and get paid.
Well, but like that too is like Tom was like, they're paying like openers the same that he got paid. And it's like,
why?
There's been inflation.
They've started to pay more openers more money, though, I feel. Right? Or no, it's all the same?
I don't know. I didn't get paid for my open mic at the mothership or anything.
I mean, here's the way I look at it, dog. It's like I
didn't even get a free drink at the bar. I got told to leave the fucking immediately. Actually, is what happens when you do an open mic at the mothership.
Right.
Yeah, you don't get to hang out.
Well, this is the way I look at it. At least for this tour, it's like I'm doing 20 minutes of work and I'm getting paid $100 plus tips for it. You know,
so that's not bad.
Yeah,
I'll
you
take
look
that.
at it like
if I took an hourly job that was 100 plus, like 110, okay,
right, you're gonna take it.
Even if it's $10 tips, I'll take 110. Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Fuck yeah. So. When you look at it like that, it's not too
but
bad.
But if you don't drive $58 worth of gas to get there,
I got a hybrid.
Yeah, but it's also you need you've been what 3-4 years. So,
I'm like 4 or 5 now.
Yeah, so the experience.
I started a year before COVID, so it's hard to count.
And you get to talk to the bookers and be like, "What do you need? What do you want?"
Right, and so the guy who set the booker or whatever who set this whole tour up for Galen set it up. He worked with Rafa before, and Rafa took Galen with him. Galen did really good, got reviews, and now this dude books tours for Galen.
Okay,
I'm not saying that's going to happen to me or anything, but
it's how you get there.
Right? Yeah.
So comedy likes to repeat the patterns of the past.
Right. Well,
might be how things are done.
Well, and then dude, how often do you guys get to do 20 minutes?
Right.
I get to do it 5 times in 10 days. That's pretty fucking good.
That's a good spot.
It's a great development, and it's better than just doing.
I mean, you're spending gas going to Challenge Mike and Roscoe's
anyways,
and all that anyways.
And 20 minutes all in one setting is better than 4 open mic 5-minute sets.
100%. Yeah.
So I feel like it's a better way to develop, and then
you don't know too. You're gonna be in New York. Who know? You'll probably hit the Grizzly Pear and stuff.
Right, dude. That's what I'm saying. Even when I'm in New York, if we don't get booked, I'm gonna hit open mic in New York, dog. Like, there's no way.
Well, I would go on Facebook. I'm in the group. It's like New York Comics.
Yeah, every city has one. Yeah, right.
If anyone has time that I could do somewhere, I'm coming from Austin. I'd love to pay the favor when you're out here, shit like that.
Right.
Even if you can't repay the favor, fuck them here. Fuck New York Comics.
Yeah. Speaking of fucking comics, is Isabella and Sosa okay? Or Isabella and Jack okay with this not showing up and having to work thing? You guys see them together since?
No, I haven't seen them since.
I mean, I saw them at Kill Tony on Monday together.
Yeah.
Well, what happened? What do you mean?
I was just curious.
Something happened since Monday?
This Saturday and Sunday, those 2 back-to-back ones. I was just wondering if
Jack lost his mind and was like, "God, get to a fucking
mic."
I mean, it didn't happen to Jack.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I was curious.
Sosa was pretty chill about it when I talked to her.
Right.
I mean, obviously, you're gonna be upset.
Well, and it's not gonna be as bad as she just missed the 10-year anniversary too, so she's like probably in like that mindset of like, what the fuck.
Back to back.
She's been on before though, right? She's been on Kill Tony before.
I have no idea.
I don't know.
If I haven't been on that theater,
I would be
3,000
upset.
people would be fucking wild.
Yeah, I'd be pretty mad. I probably wouldn't be doing anything for a while.
Especially if you're like confident in your material too. It's like,
yeah, I wouldn't be able to do anything for a while. I mean, just missing the mothership would upset me.
Missing the mothership would upset me more.
Yeah.
Would upset you more than Kill Tony?
Yeah.
100%.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh,
Well, it's your shot to get like actual.
I didn't take it as serious. Like,
I
was pretty upset.
I would
about
say it pissed me off more if Adam Egan was there.
Yeah,
If he
Egan.
wasn't there, honestly, dog, if I got on the mothership and he's not there, I'd probably be bummed.
Okay, well, what if you did open the mothership and he was there and he didn't say shit to you afterwards?
I mean, dog,
'Cause
if he's there,
I was pretty bummed about that
No,
one.
I'd be bummed too for sure, but it's a little different because it's like, I'm not saying like anything bad, but it's like more on you if you didn't do good or like even
Well,
if
it's
you
also-
did do good.
You don't know. He
Yeah,
might,
you don't
he might have
know.
been
Yeah.
in a
Right.
shitty mood. He might have been. So
Right.
it doesn't like bombing or not doing well at an audition or an audition mic or
Right.
something like that. It's like the fuck are you gonna do? Like you
Right.
had your material that you decided to go in with. You did your.
Right.
I assume you did your best you could, and like it just wasn't what they're looking for. It wasn't.
Right.
It doesn't connect sometimes. All right, well, you're gonna keep
Right.
going back.
Right.
But it's like I think the upswing of having like a knockout fucking show at like you killing at Kill Tony, like the best case scenario is Cam. And that happens
case.
once every 10 years.
That's how.
But you did kill Tony, and it does come out tomorrow.
No, right.
So
and that'll
that's
be
gonna
cool,
good,
but
yeah.
like what's a like
it's just. A
I don't
clip.
know what it's gonna get me. Like
Yeah.
did
Did you say your Instagram afterwards?
what?
Did you say your Instagram?
I doubt it.
Well, Leboza's pretty easy to
Yeah,
find.
well, I'm the only one in the world.
Yeah.
So
That's how I feel about Connor Corsentino.
Yeah.
But it's hard to spell.
Corsentino,
Even Connor, the way you spell it.
Connor,
Yeah.
the right way.
Well, it's like I told Owen that. I was like, why don't you just change your Instagram to Owen for like a week?
Yeah.
And he was like, no. I was like, all right, whatever. Like,
Yeah. It's gonna
It
be
is
tough.
I mean, I
But,
get
like,
it's your name.
on one level, like I do think he got extra pop around town from it.
He did.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But it's like best case scenario, you get Secret Show. Whereas like best case scenario for
Mothership.
Mothership is you could be a door guy there. If you're a door guy at Mothership, you could quit your day job.
Yeah.
You could be a working
Right.
comic that's your thing, and then lots of doors open up to you because like everyone's coming. Tom Segura's coming through. Christina P. Fucking all
Yeah,
these
and
people are
just-
coming through and
just
being
saying-
like, "Do you want to open for me?" And then he's gonna eventually put on the door guy tour. You
Yeah.
can jump on that. Like,
Right, and just saying you're a door guy at the mothership, it's a lot like saying you're a door guy at the store. Like that
Yeah.
shit goes far, dog.
Yeah.
You could get
Yeah.
up a lot of places just for saying that.
well, and like even Dylan Carlino, who I don't know his like life story. Like they didn't make him a door guy, but I've seen him on Mothership shows like
right, yeah.
5, 6, 7 times.
I've seen.
So
A,
it's like,
I've seen
there's something.
Yeah, I've seen a couple people like that.
Right.
So, dude, I mean, if you can, I would rather get booked on Mothership than Secret Show.
Than Secret Show.
Any day of the week.
Right.
Not saying Secret Show is not great.
Yeah.
You know.
And
but-
I think too, if you get called back for Mothership, even if you get called back once and like, that's it. Like there's still, I think that would be equal pop
it's
to
a
what Owen
confidence
got
booster.
with
Yeah.
with Kill Tony.
Do you did you apply for the Sunset job?
I was gonna tell you that. So I went in. So me and my boy were drinking all day, and I went in and I tried to talk to. I was like, hey man, like, and I was just talking to all the door guys, being like, you guys really need someone? And they're like, yeah, because I also don't want to step on like Mumford's toes
here's
or like
the-
Xavier or anyone's toes that are like, no, I'm not getting enough hours. So I talked to them all, and they're like, yeah, she doesn't want to do comics, but like, you're old, like you might be able to get it. I was like, yeah. So I was like, I won't talk to her today, but I'll come back tomorrow. And they're like, no, talk to her today. I was like, I'm blackout drunk. My buddy's belligerently drunk.
Yeah.
Like,
I fuck, dude, all the
go ahead.
chicks
That's
are
it. That's basically
okay.
it.
Well, did you talk to her? Then?
I hit him up. No, I was like, I hit him up though. So I sent it in.
I sent
and
a
I'm gonna
resume
go talk
in,
to
yeah.
Who'd you
her.
send to? Who'd you talk to?
It's on her Instagram. It's
Yeah.
on Haley's.
It's Haley, yeah. Okay, so
Haley Reed.
Xavier, when Galen quit and Rafa, they both worked there. They quit. They put in a good word for me with her. Xavier put in a good word.
Well, that's
with
what you
her.
want people who quit to put in a good word.
It don't matter. And then, I mean, they're still booking them, so.
Yeah.
And then Xavier still works there. He put in a word for me. I put in a resume. I went in and I talked to her, and she was like, "Oh, I'm not hiring anyone right now." And I was like,
Okay.
"All the door guys just said you were."
Yeah.
Like literally, I said. I talked to Munford before too. Just like, "Yo, is Haley here?" Xavier told me to apply, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, "Oh yeah, we need it." And I was like,
Yeah.
So then she
I've
told
had
me
like
that.
5 door guys be like,
Yeah, and then she was like, "Oh, well, when we're hiring," she's like, "I do keep track of people who are like recommended," blah, blah, blah. And I was like, "You're just lying to me.
Well, I think she's gonna do it like tiered. Like
Yeah,
she'll hire
maybe.
again in July 15th.
Yeah, maybe.
It's like
We'll see.
because they're not, she wants to do like a round of training. She doesn't want to do it like a restaurant
makes
where
sense.
someone comes in
That
and
makes
it's like,
sense.
but yeah, who fucking knows with that shit?
Right.
That shit's fucking annoying.
Yeah. Anyway.
So we got to Thursday, Friday. What'd you guys do?
Man,
I worked Friday. I didn't do Friday. I worked.
Well, I went to Los Angeles to help the protest against your evil baseball team.
What protest?
Did you not hear about this?
did you drive out to Los
Was
Angeles?
it the LGBTQ?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then there's
because-
like a huge like anti-protest now.
Well, you know why they're doing that?
What?
It's because there was like a LGBTQ thing. I don't exactly remember all the details going on at Dodger Stadium.
Right.
And they caused they were being rambunctious, caused a whole scene, and so
Right.
the Dodgers kicked them out.
Yeah, and then
like,
invited
gave
him
him
back.
the boot.
What do you
yeah.
want?
Vlogger, yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, they gave him the boot.
Thanks.
So
Well, but then there was backlash from that, and then so they invited him back. It was like I think the group's called like Sins of the
yeah, it was
People
some
or
weird,
something. It was first off, it was a bad name.
Yeah.
And then so they kicked him out, and then the rainbow community came out and was like, "You can't kick him out. It's fucking Pride time." And then the Christians, when they were invited back, all the Christians came out and protested and were like, no. These guys are dressing up like nuns, doing all this bullshit. And we're like,
Who
no.
the fuck cares if it's Pride time, man? Y'all want to be treated like equals.
Like,
Fucking
act like a normal
equals.
fucking
Yeah,
person.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
But it's like my friend from LA is gay and was like, oh my God, I had to walk through all these hateful people. I was like, oh, did you get hit or anything? No. It's like, oh, they don't sound that hateful. And were you wearing Pride shit? Yeah. Like, all right, so that's not what they're protesting.
You
They're
get fire
protesting
hosed.
the
Yeah.
fucking dudes with their cock out in front of
Right,
kids
dude.
going to a baseball game.
Yeah.
Like,
No, bro. Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of cool people that are fucking gay
Yeah.
or trans
Yeah.
or fucking whatever, but it's just that few psychos that everyone
that are ruining it.
Yeah,
No.
for everyone.
All my gay family members and stuff are like, these guys suck. I hate them. Like,
Yeah.
They make, and now you're seeing kids in high school fighting, and it's like, yeah, you keep pushing, you keep
Well,
on doing this shit for no reason.
It's kind of rough too. I kind of feel a little bad for that community because they're all bunched together.
Right.
You know, lesbian and gay ain't the same fucking
No.
thing, dog.
And
It's
trans is completely different from
Yeah,
that.
you
And
know,
bi is
yeah, none of it's really connected. You just, people don't like you, I guess. Or
Yeah.
some of you, I don't know, some people don't like you, but it's like, man, you're a bad trans person makes a gay person look bad now, and it's like,
I'm trying to talk shit
Not
about
fair.
LA, and you're just agreeing.
Dude.
It's not helping.
oh, it's dope as fuck, dog. That's fertilizer, bro. R.I.P. to the legend.
No, I didn't actually go to Los Angeles.
I
so
know.
it's just
I know you didn't.
I did bring my Bible to curse you with later. So
That's
that's
fine.
good.
Once again,
I'll get struck by
too long
lightning.
of a drive to not drink.
It's okay. We can talk about Chicago.
How long is that drive from here?
Well, it's 16, 18 hours to Phoenix. And
Yeah,
that's
and then another 4.
It was like
Six.
22. It's like
Six.
22.
Yeah,
20,
That's
22.
fucking ridiculous.
Yeah. It's not too bad.
Not too bad.
It's not great. I mean, you go, you stop in El Paso, and then you power through. It's not
Yeah.
too bad.
Yeah. Sure.
That was the weirdest part about driving out here. It's like I drove a whole day and didn't get through the state. I was like, this
Dude,
is
isn't
fucking
that
retarded.
insane?
Yeah.
Isn't that fucking insane?
Yeah. Well, you see the road markers 900 miles to Louisiana.
Right,
Like, what the fuck?
especially being in Austin, it's like, pick away, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You're here, dog.
You're fucked.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're a Texan now.
Enjoy these ranches.
All right, then we got Saturday. What happened Saturday? Yesterday. There's no open mic Saturday.
No,
right?
not really.
And then
There's not even really any on Friday.
Usually
Yeah.
Friday and Saturday I take
There's-
off, but this week I just took Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday off.
well, the Austin, Texas girl is trying to get a new mic going.
The Austin, Texas
The
girl.
who runs Austin, Texas comedy.
Oh,
That-
yeah.
Oh,
I just recently
got
saw who
you.
that was. Yeah.
Also, I love her. Super nice for doing what she does. But
Oh,
also,
awesome.
her article in the LA Times was wild.
She wrote that?
Well, she didn't write it, but she interviewed someone.
Oh, okay.
First off, it's wild to include that story in here's all the cool clubs going
Which
on.
story?
She got-
Brief us on it. 'cause
I briefly read it.
okay,
I
so
don't know.
So the whole point of the interview or the whole point of the like LA Times article was to like highlight all the new clubs in Austin, and then like LA is trying to kind of take like responsibility for it. It's like, we did this, and it's like, no, you didn't. You sucked so bad that everyone left.
Yeah.
But Roscoe's didn't like it because they called him a bar. They're like, oh, them and like Pearl Snap or something, whatever.
I'd be pissed.
So
too
is
if I was
it
Roscoe's.
is it the Texas comedy chick that called them a bar?
No, I'll talk to you.
Bro,
No.
I'll talk to you.
She was interviewed.
I'd be pissed
for
if
the
I was
article.
Roscoe's
Okay, she
too,
was
because I mean I don't want to talk shit about anything, but Roscoe's is way nicer than Sunset.
Yeah.
Maybe not nicer, but it's a way better.
It's a better room,
dog.
yeah, it's not like
easily.
30 feet long.
Yeah, it's not a
30
fucking
yards
hallway.
Long. Yeah.
God damn, bro.
With like just riffraff off the street coming in.
yeah, I mean
like, fuck it,
Sunset.
we're in.
I mean technically Sunset shouldn't even be there.
Right.
You know what I mean? If
It's
it wasn't
an
for
attic.
Red Band,
Yeah.
well, I mean, if it wasn't for Red Band, he wouldn't even been able to
They
afford
went,
the place.
Yeah, and that marketing alone and connections alone.
And
is
being
helping
right
so
next to
much.
Mothership. If it wasn't for Red Band and they're
be
just being
fucked.
right next to Mothership, no one would go
Yeah.
there.
I'm so happy Connor's here because fucking Brian would not let me talk shit. Was so scared when I talk shit on people. He was like, "Oh no, can't do that." But
Well, it's also like,
Is this even
It's
talking
so-
shit, bro? I mean, like,
just being honest, but it's you know like he was afraid. I was talking about David Lucas charged me $38 for a picture, and he didn't want to say anything. Like David Lucas is going to book you. And if he does, what are you going to do? Open for him for the rest of your life?
in the green room, we were all having fun, and there were the weird guys that were talking to David Lucas like he was like a fucking...
God.
Like, yeah, and I was like, "You're a fat fuck. How are you? You're on the train, right? You're not flying." And he's like, "Yeah,
No,
I
bro,
took the train
David,
from."
David Lucas seems like the kind of guy he wants you to talk shit
Yeah,
to anyway.
yeah.
Talk shit to him anyways. you
No,
know?
at Creek, he was super chill in the green room.
Yeah.
And he was like, do you have any questions? I was like, not really. And he was like, all right. Like,
You didn't ask him how big his cock was?
No.
Oh.
I could tell by his girl's face. She had a big old smile.
I thought she had a big mouth.
Bro, can I have another one of these?
Yeah, that's what they're there for.
Bro. 805.
Fuck off, you fucking faggot. Anyways, what were we talking about before David Lucas? Yeah, like comics, like they're like
LA
famous
Times
for
thing.
talking shit to each other. So like to
Yeah.
not talk shit on them, being like they're gonna be upset. It's like no, they shouldn't be. If they are, they're soft. Like
Yeah.
who gives a like? I don't want to
Yeah.
hang out with soft comics. I want to hang out with like tough comics
Yeah.
that will take shit talking
For sure,
And
bro.
if I'm doing something fucked up, like if I fucked up running my show, I want someone to be like, "Yo, that was why would you do that?
Right,
Like,
right, no.
why would you do it this way? Why would like I would
But
want?
don't
someone
you
to
know
be
you
like,
fucked it up?
I fucked it up. Lauren's dumbass fucked it up.
But you know the problem, right? We don't have to tell you over and
Oh,
over.
bro.
But yeah, so like even with like Mothership, us talking shit about how they run their open mic now. Like if
Are they not going to put us on now
Yeah.
because of that? You know, it doesn't matter.
And if someone saw it, they
And
should
if-
be like, ugh.
Yeah.
They should just be like, oh,
Man,
that's their opinion,
I
or
think-
like that is a good opinion.
Dog,
We'll
at the
change
end of
it.
the day, we're talking about you still.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm pretty sure the alley got changed because of some things we said.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, you know.
I think the alley got changed because you know who fell
Because
off his
retard
bike.
fell off his bike.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna go that far.
Well, he
but-
was too drunk and yeah.
Dude, I had a table that was just fucking horrible this week, and everyone's like, what's wrong with them? And I was like, the kids are full retard, the parents are full retard, they don't fucking know how to fucking eat in a restaurant, I don't know what to tell you. And they're like, Jesus Christ, Zach. It's like, yeah, bro.
I get it.
But anyways, the article. So the article, like,
Oh, hold on. Let's go back to that full retard for a second. Because
right.
Access Mike, he's doing this audio adrenaline shit, this audio adrenaline set. Have you seen this set? He just screams in the microphone about
Oh.
Christian shit for about 10 minutes.
Yes, I
It's
have
fucking
seen
annoying.
it. I have seen it.
But
wait,
anyways,
what Christian shit?
I got
so
confused
he
what you
talks
were talking
he
about
talks
for a
about
second.
Audio Adrenaline, the band, and how they used to like not be like a Christian rock band, but they used to just like preach on the CD about how you convert your Christian or your schoolmates. It's the law that they
How you
can
could save your
persecute
soul.
you and all this stuff. He just gripes in the mic for like the whole set. It's annoying. It's loud. Anyways, he. Outside, we were talking about Joyce, me and one of the other comics, and Joyce Joust, and she's is that her name? No.
I don't know.
But anyways, she's moving to Israel. I said,
Oh, yeah, I
I
know
said,
her.
yeah, she's going full on Jew, just like that. That's all I wanted. It's that little
Right.
that little laugh. And he goes, actually, she's from that area. And she's like, I'm like, dude, shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Chill the fuck out.
He goes, don't go there. I go, I'm a comic. I'm not going to go anywhere. Fuck off.
Yeah, what do you mean?
Yeah. Like,
Dude, when comics say that shit, it's the most
dude,
frustrating,
crazy.
annoying fucking thing in the
so
world.
right then, I was like, I really wish you would have died from alcohol poisoning. I was so fucking
wish she
pissed.
took you.
The best part about hanging out with comics is being
No one
able
cares.
to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just being able to say whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah, I mean, Big Tex, his favorite part of the show was dropping. He's like, it was fine. They all loved it.
Oh man.
Actually, I talked to Bernard White. He said it's okay.
Dude, so this sucked, but at Shakespeare's on Monday in the Kiltony Alley, they do it at Shakespeare's now.
And now we still call it the alley, but it's not an alley anymore.
Yeah,
It's Shakespeare's, but we're going to
Well,
call it the
so-
Kiltony Alley still.
I'm not gonna bring up any names, but a group of people brought a microphone on the stage in the back.
Those faggots.
Yeah.
Well, that's the Shakespeare's mic now. They didn't do it after it was gone by the end. They just did it
but
for that.
Shakespeare didn't set it up. The people who brought the mic set it up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wasn't that Dot guy? The guy with the black beard?
We really went forward from not saying any names.
I'm not gonna say any names.
Wait,
but
so is...
I want to know.
Wait, is Dumb Bitch's mic not after?
So Amy has
They
been
still do
calling
it.
me and stuff, but I haven't seen her there. But I haven't answered her phone
they
calls.
still do it upstairs. They kicked Amy off.
Because she's been calling me about it, and I haven't answered.
But anyways, bro. So
I want the drama.
they
She's
started.
a fucking psycho.
She's watching.
Anyways, before
Actually.
before they started with the mic that they were doing during Kiltony, which was a shit show.
So they tried that this week while we were inside, because they didn't do it last week.
Yeah,
Okay.
while we were inside in the back on that, like, whatever.
Yeah.
It was funny, too, because they're like, oh, we're going to start this mic, blah, blah, blah. And I was down, that's when I was down there talking to Jack and Sosa, and everyone was sitting, like, on that stage, and when the mic started, no one moved.
They all sit
No
there?
one moved.
That's
Yeah,
so
no
funny.
one moved.
Well, because where are you going to move to?
That was that kind. It was that kind of mic, bro. It was kind of. I mean, I don't want to. It was a waste of time to go up there.
Well, it's like us, some of us...
Swinehart was so happy about that. He's like, I can't. They were so cool hanging out there. There was an open mic. There was a good camaraderie.
Dog, I literally walked to the front and I was like, I'm watching this Nuggets Heat game. I'm watching
Yeah,
the
I'm
Nuggets
watching
win
it.
this
It's
shit.
so funny.
But so one of my friends went up and he was like, yeah, dog, you were right. It wasn't worth it. I was like, yeah, no one's looking at you. What do you mean?
it's
Every-
the-
there's
it's the
people in
same
front
When
of
all
you.
of us are pissed
Yeah.
off.
Yeah, that's the other thing, dog.
You
I
have a
don't
room,
wanna-
it's,
I don't wanna-
it's a room full of pissed off people.
You know who's doing it? The out of town people.
No, it wasn't.
No?
It wasn't. But it was
No?
like, no, it wasn't. But it's like I don't want to hear your
That's
Anderson.
terrible.
I don't want to hear your Anderson Mill set at fucking
Yeah.
the Kiltony outlet.
Well, yeah.
You know, no shit on that.
That's
I
why
like
I'm like-
Anderson Mill, but it's like you know what you do there.
Yeah.
You know, you fuck around.
Well, it's like I'm here to... Like, the fun part of the alley or Shakespeare's or whatever we want to call it is... It's transitioning.
Yeah.
It's now a she-they.
Well, so
The fun part is like talking shit with my friend. The second the name gets called, they're gonna fucking bomb, and I
Right.
talk shit, and
Yeah.
they come out and they're like, "We killed him." I'm like, "Oh, good job!" Like,
yeah, that's the fun part. But so before they started that mic though, they were rapping.
Stop.
Yeah,
Into the mic?
into the mic, dog. So there was some girl playing guitar and shit too, whatever. But
Oh, but they did in the alley a couple weeks before?
Yeah,
right,
they started doing
yeah, they did that
it's
on the
sprinkled
stage with
inside.
the microphone. And one of the dudes went up there and he acapella'd "Cream" by the Wu-Tang Clan. White chubby dude dropped the M-bomb
Hell
right
yeah.
in front of Bernard, or no, right in front of another black dude. No one did anything.
Well, the giant black
Well, the problem
bartender.
is you can't tell them apart.
Yeah,
I'm the real racist. Yeah, I'm the real racist.
coming out of a busted on this one.
No, I mean, he was on stage. I'm sure Bernard was there and heard it. But
I'm sure he was there.
there was a, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
All right,
dude.
so the alley Monday is gonna fucking suck, and I'm gonna just be next door drinking my face off.
No, dude, the back, you just chill in the front.
Are we doing an after party? Are we going to watch it?
We could probably do something. Figure something out.
Oh, dude, we should for yours.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should.
Well, let's just go drink. Or let's just go to the Red Rose. Get titties in our face. How was this? We didn't watch it. We didn't watch the tape.
Let's do a watch party at Coyote Ugly.
They probably would. They
They
probably
probably
like,
would,
fuck it,
dude.
yeah, we'll put it
Yeah.
out. It's 10 minutes. Who gives a shit? No. The article.
That's a cut.
What's a cut? So the article is supposed to highlight all these clubs. They interview Red Band. They interviewed like people associated with Mothership.
Gotcha.
They interviewed Dre and Raza about East and
I saw
South.
that. Yeah, I think I saw that.
Damn it. And I still didn't know what Dre said to me the other day because I'm fucking deaf now. But no one like reached out to Roscoe's. And they just called him a bar. Meanwhile, they reached out to the girl who runs the Austin, Texas comedy Instagram.
Yeah, and they
Oh,
They
that's
did like a
crazy.
whole interview. So I was like, yeah, that fucking blows. So that's why Roscoe's put on their marquee like LA Times, go fuck yourself or whatever.
Well, you know what happened was LA Times probably just Googled Austin, Texas comedy.
Yeah.
And that's the first thing that came
Yeah.
up.
Well, yeah, dude, if you look up, they don't have like a location on Instagram or anything either. You ever notice
Roscoe's?
that? Yeah. Like I'll try and
I mean, they're on Google
They're-
Maps, which is nice.
yeah, they're
Like,
on.
it usually takes the longest.
They're on Google Maps, but I'm just saying, like, you know, on stories, you could tag Roscoe's,
Yeah.
but, like, you could also put the
Geolocate,
location
yeah.
that doesn't show up for Roscoe's for some
kinda
reason.
sucks.
Yeah, it does.
but it's what it is. I mean, so anyways, her story. So they interviewed her instead of even like calling Roscoe's and be like, "You a real club or a bar?"
That's fucked up, dude.
Well, it's like their bar wasn't that good at the time too, because like they just got their liquor license. They were just getting shit
Roscoe's is
together.
the only one with comedy club in their title,
Right.
Which is crazy,
Right. So the girl's story, which I'm not speaking out of class, it's in the LA Times. But
I saw the article.
yeah, so like so the reason you don't see her around is she has a kid.
Right.
So she's like, I'm raising my kid. Now that kid is a product of rape.
Oh wow.
I'm sorry, grape
know all
for
I didn't
YouTube
know all
because we
that.
make it goofy so that we don't have to censor it. They deleted themselves.
She has a great kid.
She has a grape kid.
Oh wow.
Welcher's,
Like,
a Welcher's child.
Is it white or
Welcher's child.
is it white or purple?
Yes, eggplant. So she's talking in the article. She's like, the problem was like another comic raped me. God, I hate this. I hate it. It's just so that like the elites can bang kids.
It was a
It's not
comic?
weird. Yeah. So another like that's why they're trying to make rape funny. They're like, it's grape now. It's like so
Yeah,
when
right.
the Epstein was.
Yeah.
It's only funny if a comic does it.
Yeah, he was trying bits on her the whole time. She was like, no, not to
this
the
bit.
sex, just to the bits. So it gets confusing.
You're ear raping me. Ear raping me.
So regardless, I guess.
So we're not getting booked on any of
Yeah,
her
we're not
shows.
gonna- So I guess it happened, and then she would like go around Austin, and like the comics would make fun of her for it.
Whoa.
Which like
that's
then
crazy.
now having like people be like, I'm old Austin. I'm like, you mean the people who make fun of rape?
Great Boston, dog. You're great Boston.
Like, not on stage. You're not making jokes on stage.
That's
You're going
So
insane.
like,
we'll call them Welches.
Hey,
Yeah.
Chad, we'll still get booked, dog.
We'll
Don't
still
worry, we'll still get booked. That's
Yeah.
insane.
Fuck all those
dude.
Welches back there.
they're the BHs of the Austin.
That's fucking insane, bro. How would you do that? I mean, dog. I don't know who she is.
I don't know.
I don't even know her name, dog.
Right.
But I don't care what she does. She's a fucking saint to me
Yeah,
for posting
for
that
posting
shit
all that
every day.
shit.
She's a saint.
Well, and she's
dog.
always like, I'm so sorry. It came out at 2:30 instead of 2. It's
Right,
like,
or she's like, I posted
bitch,
at
whatever.
5:30 instead of 5:15. I'm so sorry. It's like, nah, dude, you're a saint. You are a saint.
So, anyways,
I got people in California following her.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
being like, oh, that's what I'll hit when I'm out there.
right.
My
Oxide.
Your hot pockets already.
the dehydrator's done.
Oh,
Nice.
He's on
So,
that elk Joe Rogan diet.
so she was like, I really like, I wish I didn't tell anyone because then they made fun of me so much that I stopped doing comedy and then I had to raise a kid and like, I'm gonna come back to comedy. It's just like once my kid's old enough. I was like, so the lesson you learned is don't tell anyone about what happened to you. And your response to that was take an interview from the LA Times and tell everyone what happened because like none of us knew.
She brought it
It's
up.
in that.
Oh,
That's the
it's in
whole
the
article.
Times.
The whole article is like, I got raped, I got
Oh.
pregnant, they bullied me for being a victim, and then I had to quit comedy for 5 years, but I'm gonna come back like next year. And she's like, I wish I never told anyone. It's in the LA Times. I was like,
wish
no,
I never told
you
anyone.
just published it.
Yeah, you just told everyone. You just told everyone.
I had no idea. You had no, like, no one knew.
Hey, dog, I don't know your name, but I know what happened
No,
to
we
you.
would like if she would have just shown up at mics and been like, "Yo, I'm the one who runs that list." Like you said, everyone would have been like, "You're the fucking shit," and now
Yeah,
everyone's
you're
like,
the best.
"No, are you okay?" Like, you're like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, it's
I
like,
think look at this little grape kid.
And there's,
like,
and there's gonna be comics that probably make fun of her again.
And then- yeah, probably.
because they know that it's her.
that's fucked up. That's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
is that crazy that if you wait 5 years, that the whole scene will just change?
Yeah.
Everybody will just disappear.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. I'm going back to New York in 3 weeks, so I'm gonna be like, "Who the fuck's still here?"
Dog, yeah, dude. If I went back to Ventura, there's 3 people I know that are
Yeah.
doing stand-up. It's insane. It's
Well,
weird.
but like Florida, everyone's still doing it because they don't do it for a career. They do it for like an extra couple
fun.
bucks and like to get away from the life.
Well, it's like Maggie said. If her podcast isn't making any money in a year, she's not doing it. I'm like, these things make money. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I do it more because it's fun to hang out and fucking talk shit.
Yeah, and exposure.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's fun. It's cool.
And eventually I'll stop being a piece of shit. I'll start
I
clipping
mean,
things.
professional comics say like they don't hang out with other comedians unless they're doing comedy or podcasts.
Right.
Or it's like some fucking
Right.
barbecue. Or
I mean,
some
that's
shit.
the new style.
why else would I
Right.
hang out with you guys? What is it?
That's like a newer thing though.
You
Because
come
It is a
over and
newer
just
thing.
watch UFC together or what?
Yeah. Well, I honestly think you need I honestly think you need friends outside of comedy, anyways. Because I mean, it's good to have other friends to branch out, do other
Right.
things, and then not to sound like a dick or anything, but who's gonna go to your show? Your comedian friends? No,
Yeah.
they're doing shows too.
Well, it's also like having my buddy in town. Like there's a level of freedom more with like friends you had since like 4th grade.
Right.
Whereas like I can say fucking anything. It
Right.
doesn't- And they'll bring up stories that you might not remember. They're like are not.
Yeah,
They'll be
dude,
like,
straight
oh,
the fuck
remember
up.
when you did this? And I'll be like, oh fuck, I could write a bit on that. Or I
Straight the
could,
fuck
yeah.
up.
Well, like Trent had his friend there the other day, and you're like, "Are you a comic? Well, what the fuck you doing here?"
Yeah, that was funny. No, but I feel you, dog. I've come up with a lot of bits recently just from talking to old friends or just whatever, dude. It's kind of crazy. You guys both took
Well, like
some-
even
some
me, yeah,
time.
that was rough.
That was a cut.
Even me and him, like because we both, grew up. We're both Lord of the Rings fans, and like we watched
yeah,
Harry
bro.
Potter and read the books because we were kids at that time.
You were just fucking nerds.
nerds.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But, like,
there's no at the time.
Yeah.
We were talking about the new Harry Potter
See?
TV show, and we're like, how
Currently.
fucking weird is it? And I was like, yo, what? Like, there's no British actors they could put in it. There's no, because they were all in the old one. It's only been 15
be a
years.
fresh batch.
So I was like, you know what we should do? All the Marvel actors are like English, so we should make them all American. So I was like,
Henry Cavill's Harry Potter.
Well, like so we did like crazy like casting jokes, and I was like, Jim Carrey is Dumbledore, and he's like, the boy who lives, come on! and like Kevin Hart is Dobby the house elf.
Wait, why is Kevin Hart gonna be the house elf?
What?
Why is Kevin Hart gonna be the house
Black and
elf?
short.
Okay.
You said because he's short, dog. No,
Wait, Harry Potter has a house
the guy
elf
from
though?
Games of Thrones.
Yeah,
Well,
Tyrion.
Dobby was a house. Yeah, Tyrion.
Tyrion's English.
But who the fuck?
No, he's American. He's American.
That's some racist ass shit to have a house elf, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
for sure.
Well, that's the whole thing.
It's pretty racist to call people that don't know magic muggles, too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That whole book is pretty racist and
fucking
transphobic.
Well, that's what's funny. Like we were talking about the new Avatar, me and other friends, and he's like, I was like, it's super racist. And they're like, I haven't seen it yet. I was like, watch it. It's free now.
The
It's
blue
on.
people? Yeah.
And they're like yelling at each other. They're like, oh, your tail's short. You
for
don't have
real?
fins. And they're like, and like, you know, it's a metaphor for Native Americans. So it's
Yeah.
like,
Well,
yeah, the Native Americans fucking hated each other.
I didn't watch the new one. I'm one of those people that think Avatar's a piece of
I hate it.
I don't watch any. I don't
It's a
watch
hot
John
piece of
Wick. I don't
garbage,
watch
dude.
the. I don't. If it has too much hype, fuck it.
I saw the new
John
Spider-Man
Wick's
one,
go.
too.
Was it?
Yeah.
I mean, Avatar's just Dancing with Wolves. Watch
Yeah.
Dancing with Wolves. It's better. Kevin Costner's way dope.
I actually I hated the first one. I like the second
Dude, I've
one.
heard from a lot
But
of
I went
people
into it knowing like, I was
that you
like,
hated
I was
the
like
first
kind of
one.
drunk, and I was like, I'll just sit there and be like, enjoy the colors. It's like going to Disney World. It's like,
No, that's exactly.
just get on the
I'm
ride.
not-
and
I'm not
fucking-
going to the
okay.
movies to
Yeah.
fucking go to Disneyland, bro.
Yeah.
You know, I could take mushrooms and go to Disneyland or some shit. Like, I'm not gonna.
So it's like, all right, I have the subscription through Regal, so it's free
Oh,
more or
yeah,
less.
that's
And it's
dope.
like, all right, might as well use it.
Are you like technically a movie critic or something?
No, you can get it.
Well, there's like one thing too where you get all the free movies.
Oh, I
like,
used to do that.
You're able
but
to
then
vote on
they
the
found out it was
Academy or
wrong.
something.
Oh, I could do it for SAG. So every
SAG,
year,
yeah.
well, I stopped paying my dues this year because I was like, it's just not worth it. Because all the movies are free now. Like, it used to be like I got all the screeners.
Well,
and
you
that
can
was
just
tight.
pirate anything
Yeah.
now, anyways.
Should you say pirate?
Yeah, you
Pirate?
did.
How do you say
Pirate?
it? Pirate?
Pirates of the Caribbean?
How do you say it?
Pirates of the Caribbean.
No, like
It's
when you
pirate. You pirate things.
video.
No.
Yeah, that's how you say it, right?
What?
Right? Isn't that how you say it?
100% pirate. You pirate everything, dude. Yeah.
That's how you say it, right?
No.
No, you say pirate.
Absolutely not.
You say
No.
pirate.
I forgot to reach across the table.
Well, everywhere
No, it's pirate.
Yeah, it's
you
pirate.
pirate movies.
Yeah, because they're stealing them like pirates.
Well, yeah, no, I always got that, but that's not. I've never heard anyone call it pirate.
Dude, Ventura sucks.
Well, even in Washington, no one called it pirate.
What? You pirate movies. You don't pirate
Yeah, but
movies.
in Washington, they also call them pillows and bags.
And milk. Some of them
yeah.
do, bro. I love saying milk, dog. Hello.
So there's that.
It might just be West Coast.
I lived in LA. Pirate, you never used piratebay.com to get free porn?
Yeah, I did.
You call it Pirate Bay.
You called it Pirate Bay?
No, I called it Pirate
It was
Bay.
a pirate show.
No, I called it Pirate Bay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that you're like, yes, I did like browsers for free. That was free dope.
Reddit's not bad for porn either.
Reddit's wild.
My Twitter feed's pretty nice.
Yeah, Twitter's
Yeah.
pretty wild
Yeah,
too.
I can't believe that Twitter is.
Instagram, Twitter, they're all just like, oh my
Well,
God.
Instagram's pretty lame.
Instagram's
Mine is.
softcore.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But Twitter, there's just people fucking on it and shit. It's
Straight the
just-
fuck
yeah,
up.
yeah,
Don't you
yeah.
follow a porn star? You're just watching
Sounds
a
like you
porn.
guys-
But
should be on Rumble.
if you just look at
Rumble.
if you just look at one, there's just
conservative.
well, if you just look at a porn, if one comes up, you look at one for too long, then they all come up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Rumble's Trump's.
No, Trump's is Freedom Social.
Don't you download that Freedom Social?
Freedom Social.
Is that the new
I
thing
like
all the
that
kids are
everyone's
on?
like, oh, your phone will explode if you download it. And it's like, why? Like,
You put it on a
you
list.
guys are really being...
Yo, is TikTok banned now?
No, it's...
I
Strange
thought it got
things my
banned.
They got
friend
close.
observed.
I think they changed a little bit of what they're allowed to take out for information, but it's not bad. You can still go on TikTok.
I kind of wish they banned it.
Goddamn sing songs.
No, I don't care about that. I just would like.
No, I do.
I'd like to see all the kids cry.
But, God, that pirate thing really took me out. Yeah, the new Spider-Man's good. I'm probably going to see Flash.
Was that-
Have you guys seen any of these in 4D yet? My son, he saw it twice
He saw
now.
Spider-Man.
The,
He saw it
the new
twice now.
Spider-Man's the animated one,
Yeah.
right? Dude, the first one was badass.
Yeah,
The first
what
one
was
really
funny
good.
You
because-
guys
like-
talking about cartoons?
I forgot that the first one
You
was
don't
like
watch
5 years
anime,
ago. So I was like, I have to go back and watch it. And like watching the first one after the second one, you're like, this sucks. Because like
Oh, for real?
when the first one came out, you're like, their animation style is insane.
It was cool.
And
It was
like
cool.
that's how much better it got.
Right.
It's like now you go back and you're like, oh, this looks kind
Yeah.
of shitty. Like,
Yeah, I
it's
get
very
it.
weird. But yeah, good movie.
Yeah.
Fucking
Oh,
Spider-Man.
we started on Avatar. That's how we got on this.
You start with the article about getting great
Getting-
kids.
yeah.
Getting raped, and then you're like, yeah, dude, Avatar's pretty racist
Avatar's also
too.
racist. Don't be raped, but be racist if you want to sell a
Hey,
$2
dude,
billion
I think the
movie.
lesson from the story is if you get raped, don't tell nobody.
Just run to Instagram and shut your fucking
That,
mouth.
that's what Connor's hoping for.
Oh man, don't do like
Yeah,
that.
that's his
Don't do
advice.
like that.
That's his advice. Don't tell anybody about this.
Dude, when she starts doing comedy again, it's gonna be so wild.
I hope she kills, bro.
I do too.
I hope she breaks the whole room.
I hope she breaks the whole room, dude. YouTube's gonna have so many problems, and you haven't even done a drop yet. So
YouTubers who know about us, like we are so under the radar. Like they're gonna have to go back and watch old episodes to find out once we get big enough, like 3,000 episods in. they'll be
Shane Gillis.
They'll be like, "Hey, you can't write for American Idol now."
Ryan Seacrest fires you.
dude, so many people have sent me Aaron Bilal from AGH. They're like, this guy's so funny. I was like, yeah, I've worked with him. Like, it's like I know these people. Right? No one's getting past my radar. But funny you brought up Shane because like I'm watching a lot of like supercuts of Secret Podcasts.
Okay.
And like they're just like us. They're like, to the 7 listeners we have, like this is what we're talking about today.
Yeah.
Like it's very like weird and surreal because then there is the moment where he gets SNL and there's still not a lot of people watching him.
Right.
And then like for a day they're like, wow, we got like a bump of like 1,000 people. That SNL thing must be huge. And then the next day he gets canceled.
Well, dude,
That's funny.
it was crazy because when that whole thing happened, it was like, oh, Shane Gillis, NSL, canceled. Not one person knew who the fuck he was.
Yeah.
You know, I remember hearing about it. I was like, I don't.
No, you can hear him being like, oh yeah, I did this like setup in like Albany, New York. And I got paid $150, and then I decided to drive back to Philly the next day, and it's like it was miserable. You know,
Yeah.
it's like, which it is what it is. Like that's
Comedy.
what I hope happens here is where you can get like 5-6 spots. Like you could hit Roscoe's, you could hit Sunset, you could hit Mothership, and get paid like $50 each.
It'd be sick.
Yeah, because that's what it was in New York. You do 10 minutes at like 5 places, you get $50 at
They
all.
gotta pay you, but
Yeah, so
here you're gonna be competing against Roseanne and
Yeah.
Dave Attell and all those
Well, I
guys.
mean, in New York, you're competing against
Right.
Schultz and shit anyway.
Well, it's like
so.
at some point they have to keep the big guys to the fat man. Like I get it's cool having them in low, but it's like
I mean, the pop-ins are cool, but I think even now they're not even doing more than 2 pop-ins
Well,
a night.
are they just taking the whole whatever the little boy room is and paying the headliner at the end of the night?
I have no idea.
Because they're not paying the door guys, they're not paying the open micers. So I think,
they're paying door guys.
well, they're paying by the hour, but they're not paying for the show.
Oh, yeah.
So the whole room sold, right?
Right.
So where's the money go to? Hinchcliffe at the end of the night
Yeah.
for walking in
Well, I'm
there?
sure it pays like the payroll and shit too, you know?
Yeah, I'm sure. But drinks have to. The $8 water.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
I don't even know if there was a 2-drink minimum.
There is. They tell me
There
every
is,
time
okay.
because I try not ordering.
There is.
Okay.
Yeah, they tell me-
because like I told the lady, I was like, I'll have a fucking Shiner, and she was like, okay. And I was like, and I guess a blonde. I was
You
like,
get away with just getting one at one
Yeah.
place.
Well, they'll come back and ask you towards the end of the night. Do you want that second drink?
A lot of times they'll like, I worked at Levity before I started doing stand-up, and like, the servers don't want to demand you to get
No.
a second drink, bro. Like, you know how uncomfortable that is for
Right,
most
it
people?
sucks.
Yeah, you're like, no, you have to get the drink. You're like, I bought the ticket, dog. I'm
Yeah.
here. Like, just shut the fuck up.
Well, I would have, because I bartended at a comedy club.
Yeah.
They'd always be like, do I get like a token or something to show I've had one drink? I was like, dude, just either get 2 more or throw a fit. Either way, they're not gonna. Like,
Yeah,
we don't have a system.
You're not gonna go to jail.
Yeah,
You know,
like the server
you're not
should
even
see your
gonna-
empty
you're not even
glass.
gonna
and
get
be like,
blacklisted
oh,
from the
yeah.
club, dog. Like,
Well, like in Florida too, it's much more common to eat at the club.
yeah, and that
Yeah.
counts as a drink.
Yeah,
You know,
so-
it's really just a
Yeah, it's
2
2-item
item.
deal. Yeah. So that's not too bad.
Well, my comedy club. So we go to like what were they in Tempe? The Sunset. I won't say Sunset Live, but anyways, the Improv and
Laugh Factory.
no in Arizona. Anyways, we go there every fucking weekend. And my mom comes into town one weekend, and I'm gonna
Improv?
Yeah,
Comes up.
no, it's not Improv. It's the other one. But anyways, I'm gonna pay with my card, and so I'm ordering like champagne, I'm ordering all the food, I'm ordering everything. It's an expensive ass
Yeah.
deal. It's like
Right.
a $300 deal. And she's like, "We'll get this. You just get the tip." I'm like, "I didn't bring any cash. I was gonna pay with the card." And they already paid, so they didn't tip like very well to the people.
Yeah.
And, like so every time I came in after that, they fucking hated me. Like they because
That shit'll travel.
yeah, they remembered me. Like I was like, "Fuck."
Oh, nah, dude,
But
especially
my
in
mom.
restaurants.
Yeah.
Your damn mom. Now, dude, in restaurants, bro, you're known, dog.
Yeah.
You're known.
Yeah, because I was doing it well every time. You know, but this one time I was like, "Hey, we're just gonna do it. We're gonna treat them up, and we're gonna do it." And they paid before I even knew it. And then I'm like, "I don't have any cash. I was gonna
Yeah.
pay with the card." Like, so
That
yeah.
sucks.
No, that's one where you
Yeah.
have to be like, can I get like a water and I'll tip on that.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
60 on that or
Yeah,
whatever.
that's what I should have done. But they already closed down. But I'm like, yeah, I do too.
They closed down because you didn't tip, Chad.
No, they closed out they were closing out. You know.
They no, there's like a table that came in and sits outside with the 2 fucking dogs and have so many requests and then
Oh,
tip
it's
like
the
10%.
worst, dude.
And then I
It's
was
the
like,
worst.
I just stopped giving them anywhere near decent service.
Yeah,
and
but-
now they don't come back anymore. I was like, that's what we want.
Well, there's people that come to the bar, and it's like same thing. I know they won't tip, and it's like, they're like, I come here all the time. I'm like, you come here all the time, you don't
Oh,
tip. I'm
shit.
not gonna
Yeah.
fucking help you out. You
Yeah.
know, you're not getting your bread.
yeah.
Stand up live. No.
Stand Up.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Stand up, there you go. Dude, I like your principal's name tag thing up there.
Oh yeah.
It's a nameplate.
Nameplate.
This was when I was officially, a business guy. I had my wife got that for me, and I found it in the box over there. I was like, oh, I probably should.
Yeah.
I like that you switched cameras, like you could do a close up.
It's a little weathered, but
Yeah, I've had it since I started my first business almost. It was like in the mortgage days. It was like,
wow.
Yeah, this thing's like older than my kids.
Yeah, bro, it's older than
And he
that
beats
fool
his
that
kids
was-
with them.
Yeah, he's older than that full of Coyote Ugly.
Yeah.
And plus, I put it for Zach to remember who I
big
am
guy.
if he gets too drunk.
Right, that's probably smart.
Yeah.
Speaking of fucking Ridge and that fucking bit, it's driving me nuts. Driving me
Zach,
nuts.
Rich just never met Zach. I keep on trying to do something, but he doesn't know he is.
Oh, you don't know Ridge?
That's the best.
Every time I see him, he's like, "Who are you again?" Like before he says it, I'm like, "Hey, Zach Leboza." He's like, "Who are you again?" Like,
Oh, so he doesn't
it's like a
know
bit.
you.
No, it's a
Yeah.
bit.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah. But Bilal, I don't know. He might have amnesia.
Yeah, Bilal's just wild,
Dude.
Bilal's just fucking wild, man.
No.
He just won something
have
too.
to
I was like,
kill
"What the fuck did you do on that?"
What do you win?
I think he won like a dad joke competition. Derek got second.
Derek got second.
Sex with me.
Yeah, neither one of them are dads. So that makes sense.
So yeah.
I thought if I just do regular jokes, like
Well, that's what's funny is,
would
like-
it be dad jokes or do I have to do dad jokes?
So there was a dad joke competition somewhere, and then the
saw
same
that.
night, Roscoe's was doing dad joke show
Oh yeah, with
with the female host.
That was wild.
Yeah. So I was like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Gotta get the dad's show, I guess.
Who do we think the guest is this week?
If you give the dads a show, you should get Carosa
Yeah.
to host.
Yeah, yeah,
We do it right.
Well, she had to show up because I saw her in the story like while I was still at the gym, like her on the stage.
Right.
I was like, "Oh, you're just sweaty and gross on the stage right now. Like you're
Right.
still in your
It's a
workout."
She was
time.
escorting.
What?
She was escorting.
No, she was working out.
But it is one of those like women can just get away with it, and like I can never.
I'm sure even when she's not at work, she's just sweating on the stage
Yeah.
anyways. you
Yeah,
know?
I don't think she ever just does her makeup.
Also, I tried to get the plaque for the East Coast
Roscoe's.
versus West Coast for Cam, and I like called them and I was like, "Yo, like this is what I want, like, and then I'll trade you my nameplate when I get there." They're like, "Okay, just email me what you want." I was like, "All right." And I emailed them, and then I called them like 2 days ago. I was like, "Yo, I haven't heard anything. Is that done yet?" And she's like, "I thought you were bringing in a nameplate." I was like, "No, the whole point was like, I don't want to drive
Right,
12
twice.
miles twice for
Yeah.
one." And she's like, "Oh, that makes more sense." I was like, "I talked to you about this in person, on the phone, and an email.
3
Are you
times.
fucking kidding me?"
Jesus.
Why don't you just bring the nameplate in and have it printed? It takes like 10 seconds.
They don't. She's like, "It's gonna take like 4 days."
What?
I called them on Friday.
Because
It's
you,
gonna be done in 2 days.
you have to find the place that they're sending it to.
Yeah,
that's where you need to
that's
go.
where I gotta go.
And just get the $3 difference
Yeah.
that they're making off of it. Yeah.
Yeah, I was pretty much like, "This fucking sucks."
Yeah. Whoever has the engraving machine, that's where you need to go.
I just need to buy a 3D printer. Just do it that way.
That'd be dope.
You can just get an engraver. Just do it like jewelry style.
Just go fucking caveman, chisel and
Cam,
look like a third
Patterson,
grader
goddamn,
drove
it's
it.
long name.
Camp P.
It's Black Cam.
B Cam.
Well,
What's the B?
It's funny because he hangs out with the other Cam, and he's like, "What's up, I'm Cam?" And then the other Cam's like, "Yeah, I'm White Cam."
Well, at least he says white Cam.
Yeah. They came into the pizza joint, and I knew one of them, but I didn't know their name. I just like saw him like bomb on stage like 2 days before. I was like, "Yo, what's up, man?" He's like, "I don't know you." I was like, "Yeah, all right."
He said, I don't know you.
Alright.
This like a white dude. I don't know who it is, but like Cam knows me. But one of his like boys was like,
Probably
That's
White
like,
Cam,
yeah.
blonde hair full.
he has like the state of like Nevada or Arizona on a chain around his neck. That,
Yeah.
That really did it for me.
Took off the LA Dodgers hat.
yeah.
He's really what represent no
going
more.
full-
back
full
on.
balls
Still got
on
the Vin
camera.
Coley- Still got the Vin Coley shit on. Yeah, I thought about that.
Fucking piece of shit.
Go Doyers.
Yeah. All you hear is, "Hey, man." I was talking to some chick, and I was like, "Yo, is all the men in your family cholos?" And she was like, "Yeah, man, how you know?" I was like, "I can tell. I can tell by how you fucking talk."
Talk about the earrings. Huh?
Yeah.
Talk about them hoops.
It's never good to see hoops. It's never good. It's never a good situation.
Depends on the size, dog.
Those are coming off in a fight or fucking, and you're gonna get an STD.
From the hoops?
Yeah.
Yeah, from the hoops.
Don't fuck hooping.
The bigger the hoop.
It's not great.
That's the bigger the hoop, the bigger the hope. That's the rule. You never heard that?
No.
That's the rule.
But also, I'm like a water fountain in the 50s, bro. Whites only. I have this thing called standards.
You gotta mix it up, dog.
So have you opened the second one? You have, huh?
I have.
Yeah.
I'm like halfway through.
Yeah, that did it.
makes sense,
That did
yeah.
it.
Yeah, that's I used to do that joke on stage. I wonder why no one booked me. That's wild.
Because, like they tell you, you're just not funny, Zach. Here's a big Joe book.
Dude, watch me just be completely wrong about how it went and just be like, "Oh, he sucked dick."
He's like, did I give him a big one? I meant to throw him a little one.
Yeah.
Zach, he's
back
gone.
here.
He's gone. Ah,
That's how I
shit.
feel after I listened to a recording, and I felt really good. I was
Oh, I
like,
know.
dude, the laughters are so much louder up there.
Well, because they have to bounce off the wall and get back to
Right,
the camera.
and there's things in my pocket most of the time.
I can't even
So.
understand what the fuck I'm saying. Like, I don't
Yeah.
even know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
How do you
true.
understand what I'm saying?
No, like when I set up a camera for like recording me in the back of the room, it's
Right.
like, "Oh, I killed," and then you hear it and you're like,
Yeah,
but it's like, "Oh yeah, it's bouncing back and forth." So
Right.
it's,
Or if you just have Adam and get talking over your whole set on your recording.
that's nice.
Brutal. That's brutal.
Can you imagine just being back there like this motherfucking piece of shit? Fuck
Right.
it.
Well, you know, like some of the door guys could put you back on too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess really if Adam's not there. It's
Supposedly that's how I got my spot. I don't know. It cost me a pack of cigarettes.
oh, for real?
Supposedly.
Don't I better start carrying cigarettes everywhere.
Yeah.
I used to carry that silver thing.
Oh, you would give them to Jack. That's right. I remember that.
And then I was like, I'm just being a cigarette bitch. This
Yeah.
is fun. This is,
Yeah, you should do it for
this isn't as
ladies,
fun
not
as
for
I-
bearded
yeah.
dudes.
I was like, this is as fun
Yeah,
as it
for
was in my
door guys
head.
and ladies.
Yeah. God damn it.
Anyways, we done here?
Sure.
We want to go?
Anything to plug?
Yeah,
Your
man.
Tour, your-
Yeah, so I got the 23rd. I'm gonna be at the Spirit of Texas Brewstillery in Fugerville for.
I haven't said a single word there right.
How many of those has he had?
Dude, those
Brewstillery,
805s
that's
are
what
not
it's
going
called. It's not a brewery.
It's called Pflugerville.
I don't fucking know, dude. I'm fucking whatever.
Fluger.
Pflugerville. Anyways, 7:30. I'm hosting for Galen Nash. Then on the 28th, I'm at Old Town or Cooper's Old Town Barbecue with Steven Espinoza. I believe that's at 7:32. Then don't forget on June 30th, we're gonna be at Roscoe's for LLLM. It's Laugh, Liquor, and Live Music. It's at 10:30. It's Friday night late show. If you buy your ticket online, you get a free drink. We're doing half comedy and then a rap show after. Dre the
Are all the
Great.
white guys from Shakespeare's going to be there?
Who knows? But Dre the Great's headlining the rap show. Galen Nash is going to be on it with Rafa, and Cam Patterson's going to be there as well, hosting that.
Is he doing rap or comedy? Or both?
Cam's yeah, Cam's rapping, dude. No, he's doing comedy, obviously. Come on, bro. We're going to celebrate that he's a door guy. And then this tour, I'm trying to look, okay, here we go. I got July 20th, I'm going to be in Springfield, Missouri.
Now he's just bragging.
July 21st, Newport, Kentucky. July 22nd, Finleyville, Pennsylvania. July 28th, Cobden, Illinois. And July 29th, Clarksville, Tennessee.
Dude, I'm
Let's
from
go,
Illinois. I have
baby.
no idea where Cobden is.
Me neither, dog. But guess
You're
what?
also not from Illinois.
I'm going to be there.
It's like, you know where the lakes are?
Yeah.
You're not there.